We are live. Well done. Oh, just in case we do something, we will start with. I'm going to come back to what I've just said. All was quiet, all was slow when cancer came and stole the show. Then from beyond, I heard her say, a Mystic John was born that day. And as time went on, and Albert flew in, and it's now Mystic John, Paranormal, I bring to you. So open the door, let spirits in, two worlds closer and the veil to thin. We ask that Albert controls the good and pushes out bad, like we know he would. So, Albert, if you want to come forward, then come and listen to us all. Chloe's in. Welcome, Chloe. Welcome, Julie Ann. Welcome, everybody who's in. Nicola, Tina, Angie. I think that's everybody. I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody, aren't I? Yeah, I think it's something like 150 billion or something that Trump decided that he can't win this. He really can't win it. And he's fighting a war that really didn't make any sense to America because they don't use the Straits of Hormuz. So there's no point. It's like a pointless war. Yes, it should be saving the if your girl gets raped over there, she gets hung from a crane. They do deserve to be saved, but it's not the US's war. And he suddenly realised that he can't win it. So he's given I think it's 150 billion pound or more, and so it was like you take it. It'll pay for all the damage we've done, and as long as you keep the Strait of Hormuz open with no tolls, we'll call it quits, shall we? Is that him? Yeah. So completely the opposite to Venezuela, where he went in and then demanded half the rights to the oil. So they paid for them to attack. Completely different. The stupidest move ever. We should have tranquilized some wild boar and dropped them. It's just insane, isn't it? I mean, people are like, I never understood why, because they're dangerous. They really are dangerous, and they've infiltrated everywhere now. And unfortunately, yeah, they really have. We had a gang of Asian guys attack a sort of come up to a single white guy, and obviously they've said to the police that he's been shouting abuse at them. So he got the white guy got arrested by the police. Come on, two-tier policing in the UK. Pomps here. Whispers from heaven as well. Wow, welcome in everybody. Nice to see you. It is nice to see everybody. Came in early. I mean, everybody's chatting away in the box. I'm thinking I might as well come in. I've been watching. Who is it? I've been watching somebody over here. Who is it? It's Pomp will know this one. It's Real Evidence Paranormal. So I've been watching them because it is one of these true debunkers that nothing is real. Nothing is real. Everything is something. He doesn't like anybody. Is Brenda's in? Welcome in, Brenda. Thank you for having me on the other day. It was nice to chat with you. We must do it. We must do it on here. I'm not on the OEM though. I'm on the. I'm directly doing it from YouTube Studio, and I don't know how to do it from here. I use StreamYard as well. We must do it from StreamYard and get some people on, because it's I think it's Angie being on Brenda that got me into Brenda, but Brenda's is a. And I enjoy Brenda's, and she's a nice person as well. So she's like, It's one of those lives where you can just get on with, you can just get into it. And I like the chats. I do like the chats. I mean, I thought the chats were good. And a lot of people who see people like Brenda and me and Kaloa, if she's in, from her channel. They come in and they immediately expect to see, the cards come out. Occasionally, it's just a chat. We do chats from the last 4 hours. I kid you not. Sometimes it's just I think the last one was about half an hour. Yeah, I think Brenda's actually got 2 channels. Brenda's actually got 2. Perhaps Brenda can tell us what's the difference between the 2. I know there is 2, and somebody did tell me what the difference was, but I can't remember. Now. But yeah, there are 2. While we eat chocolate, it's a cheap version of a marathon. So we've got a cheap version of a marathon with nuts in it. So that's what we've got today. So yeah, we used to do chat and a chocolate, didn't we? And it's like, what chocolate you got? Minstrels and those chocolate buttons. Yeah, minstrels and chocolate buttons. The girl next door, the young girl next door, she's lactose intolerant. So we got I occasionally, but I used to work at Tesco's, and you can buy lactose-free chocolate. So it's like down to buy but I'd break it in half and then give it to, put it as free and take it next door. Angel Talk. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the other one is. Actually, the other one is Angel Talk, dedicated to angels, but lately I've been lazy. Brenda, how could you? So I was on with Brenda. For those who don't know, I had meningitis when I was about 40. I was 60 now, and it shot one of my lungs. So one of my lungs is only half a lung. So if you hear me coughing a lot, it tends to be the meningitis I had that shot me. I had septicemia, blood went septic. But chocolate isn't a good thing to have, but I like it, so it's tough luck, isn't it? But I was on, we were on with Brenda, and I was saying some of the things that we'd done. Now, one of the things that we didn't get onto, oh, that's a different thing entirely. Salty potato chips dipped in chocolate. Oh, we actually sell them. I think there's somebody who sells those. That we I have to remember chips are crisps. Yeah, so we started talking about a few things. One of the things that we didn't get onto, and if she wants me to come on, then Brenda will do it again there. But I remember telling everybody on here, not hello Sarah, Anna's in as well. Was when I first got to know that I could really hear spirit, because I'm 61, and I remember being sort of 19, 20, and at college, with a gypsy's son, and thinking, I've got 2 spirit guides. I just know I've got 2. I don't even know where I realized it from. He didn't tell me. I just seem to know that I got 2 spirit guides, and that the cards came out. The tarot cards came out from one or the other, and I seem to be able, even at sort of early 20s, to be able to work out which one it was coming from. So it's oh, she's really good, Anna. Yeah, well worth a sign. If anybody wants to drop into to Brenda T's, the first one of the 2, not the Whisperer one, the other one is where I go. The Brenda. Let's just nip up and read it off. Not the Angel Talk, the other one. I've lost it. Brenda T dash Imagine She's more of a psychic than sort of tarot cards and things like that. She's really good. And I remember thinking, I don't know how I ever got to knowing I'd got two spirit guides. I know how I got to realize that one was a bad one and one was a good one. And certain people on here, like Tina, little witchy one, they know the story of the younger one that used to sit on my knee while I was driving the car and nearly get me to crash the car, because she was only a teenager. And I feel like I'm driving like this and thinking, get off my knee because I'm going to crash the car. And I knew it was dangerous. And one of the spiritualists said that you do realize you've got to get rid of her. She's really dangerous. I said, I know she's dangerous. She's going to cause an accident one day. So I had to get rid of her because certain things with health started happening as well. I'm thinking, I'm not keen on this one. So we got Albert in. But it was always a case of, I think something, and it's intuitively in the head. And Tina's working well today. And we get the information. It's a thought in the back of the head. I keep telling people it, and I will say it again. It's like when you sat on the couch and you put the dinner on, and you go back and sit on the couch, and an hour and a half later you think, oh shit, dinner burnt, black. It's those thoughts that immediately in your head, oh shit, dinner, black, burnt. That's how you get it, the sudden thought in your head. And you've not been thinking. Somebody in the last discussion asked, how do you tell the difference between your brain just thinking something and how do you work out that is the spirit telling you? It might have been Angie, I can't remember. And it is actually quite simple. If you've been thinking about something, anything even remotely similar to what's just been put in the back of your head, 9 times out of 10, it's just your brain giving you the information. It's similar to cold reading. If you see it in the comments, you can't assume that word that's coming in your back end hasn't come from you reading the comment in there. So if it's totally different, void of anything, which is where the meditation comes in. If you can meditate, you can lower the thoughts that are going through your head, and you can monitor how many thoughts are going through and what they're about. So you're only need one path of brain thoughts rather than 16. Which means if you're thinking about the washing up and doing the washing and everything cleaning related, and somebody starts talking about some, I don't know, some coastal town that you went to 16 years ago, guess what? It's probably the spirit telling you. Yeah, Tina, it is the spirit when it comes out of nowhere, completely different. So I'm thinking about washing up pots, pans, cutlery. Look, if I start thinking about dinner, it could be related to something to that plate that I'm washing. It's got to be completely different. So if you're thinking about, I don't know, somebody just said Wisconsin. I'm thinking about Wisconsin. I've never been there, and I've no intentions of thinking about it because I've never thought about going there. Guess what? It ain't me. So that was the thing that really got me. I've always known that I had that gift of being able to just have things come out of nowhere. Especially when I'm doing the cards. Get hello, Chloe. But when I went to Germany that time, and some of you will know the story, some of you won't. Whispers from Heaven with Jenny talks with her guides while using cards. Oh, all right. So she's sort of similar to ours then. I think I've got Whispers from Heaven in mind. If anybody wants to put hers on there, you can put that one up. So I went to do a job in Germany. I only know a little bit of German. I don't know an awful lot. So I went to an Irish bar, So the woman behind the bar was Irish, and I get a pint. I'm there drinking, and of course I'm just thinking about the job in the morning. That's all I'm thinking about. Who am I going to meet? How am I going to get this audit started and finished? And something in my head said, "Granddad," and I thought, this is another one of those insane things, isn't it? Where you think, I'm not sure about this one. So I sort of went off and did this and looked around while I'm sat there. I'm thinking, they're all Germans. There's only the woman behind. And I seem to think, I looked and I thought, I don't know. There was an older guy here who, in the end, I know he's German, and a younger guy here, and I thought, it's the younger guy. I'd just drawn to the younger guy. Don't ask me how. I should imagine Whispers and Angie Brenda might know, but Barbara, sorry, Brenda. I don't even know Brenda. Barbara. But does Barbara know a Brenda? I don't know. That's a weird one. That's how it comes in. But I thought, do you speak English? Yes, I speak English and Slovakian. I don't speak German. I'd literally chosen the only non-German speaking person apart from me in the pub, right? The only one. Coincidence, yeah. And I remember turning, thinking, oh, thank God for that. I've chosen somebody who speaks English. Do you believe in ghosts, spirits? Oh, absolutely, yes. Why? I said, well, somebody's just said to me, Granddad. And he just looked at me and says, my granddad died 2 weeks ago. No kidding. Just my granddad died 2 weeks ago. Hello, Leanne. And yeah. And I thought, that's just weird, isn't it? It's like somebody said there. Is it just like, it's a sign, isn't it? Like Angie said, yeah, surely that's a sign. I hear Granddad, and he's the only English-speaking person in the pub, apart from me. The Irish woman speaks of German as well, though. See, they're only us two. So I started doing a few cards. I thought, look, I'll do a few cards because not that many people in at the minute. Do a few cards. And Albert's telling me somebody's really depressed. Somebody is really depressed. And then the guy tells the granddad says, no, his wife is really depressed and he's really, really worried about her. He's going to go across and he's going to look after her. But the outcome isn't good. But we can't tell the guy, his grandson, that it's not good. What we've got to tell him is, I'll be there and I'm going to support her. Just don't tell him I'm going to make things better. I'm going to support her. I'm going to help her. So I tell him he's there to help make things, to improve things and make her feel better. So, and he says he wants you to phone her. Yeah, I can't phone her. He says it's early morning. It's like really early morning over there. So no, it's 10 o'clock. So it's probably about, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning over there. I can't really phone her at this time of night. Okay, I will do in the morning. And then says, look, and I went, ouch. And I got, hello, sunshine. I said, I've got this pain in the back of my head. And I says, how did you see Pomp from down there? I've got this pain in the back of my head. And I said, well, and I said to this lad, I think it's called Dave. I think he's called Dave, yeah. What, who died from something in the back of his head? Because that's how he died. That's how he passed away. And he says, my friend, he got shot in the back of the head. Now, this is where it gets really weird. So you've got to keep up with this. You've got to keep up with it. If you've not heard it, and I know some of you haven't, I I'm getting messages here, thoughts in my head, and I'm thinking these are all from these two guys. There's two guys now. There's three. There's Albert, there's his granddad, and then there's this lad who is his best friend who got shot in the back of the head. And we're getting lots of information. One of them, I can't remember what it was. I said something, and he says, "That's exactly what he used to call me. That's exactly what he called." He'd walk in the house, he said, and he'd say, "Blah blah 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 blah." And I tapped my leg twice, and he says, "That's what he did when he came in. He'd come in, say that, and he'd slap his leg and say hello." And I was thinking, we're getting a little bit too close here, aren't we? But near the end, I thought, well, look, I think your friend is now your guide, because I'm almost certain he's really close, and he's watching over you at least. He could actually be your guide. I do believe he is. I says, look, just to prove that this is real, I'm going to say something to you, and the rest of the people are looking in the chat. They know what's going to happen. So I said, look, show yourself tonight when he goes to sleep, meaning, give him a dream where you're saying hello to Dave. Oh, I hope he does. So I sort of, Tina's got an oh my god mode. We might have to have a look at that. I'm stood there telling him he'll get a message tonight, hopefully. It doesn't always work. It's only worked probably once in every 2 or 3. So it might not work, but we'll have a go. And I shake hands with him and I walk away. So I do my job that next day. I hope you're listening to this, because I'm only going to say it once. I don't want to get banned. I opened the pub door, right? And it's absolutely chock-a-block of Germans, absolutely full to the front. I opened the door. There's one stood in front of me, right? And the bar I could just see David in the bar, just walking away from the bar. And all I saw, I swear, was, "You fucking stay there. You fucking stay there. You won't believe it. You fucking stay there." And the guy went to the loo. He said something about going to the loo. So he went to the loo, and I walked to the bar, and all these Germans are looking at me going, "Was ist das denn da? Was ist los?" Thank you. Oh dear. Yeah, was ist los? Yeah, I know, I swore. But I wanted to give you, Angie, the feeling. I mean, I was horrified. I just opened the door, and I just got this hurl of swearing from this Slovakian guy. And he whoosh, you stay there. He with swear words in it. And I'm thinking, did he? I don't know what that was about. So I went to the front. And Brenda, this is the most amazing thing. I stood there. He came back, and I says, "So, Dave, did he actually? I take it you saw him in a dream last night." No, not in a dream. No dream. He says, "No dream." Just, I don't get you. He says, "I went to sleep saying, if you want to show yourself, then please do. Just like you said I could if I wanted to." So I did. I said, if you want to show yourself and by name, then you can come. Well, he says, I woke up. He says, and if I hadn't have remembered what you said, I would have absolutely crapped myself. He says, I woke up with somebody holding me. So he's in a bed on his own in a foreign country, and he says somebody was holding him in bed from behind. And he says, like he said, if he didn't remember me saying, you can come and show yourself, he would have ran off screaming out of the hotel and down the road, because he says that was just really, really frightening. Well, it would have been, but he says it wasn't. He says for some strange reason, and I'm sure some of the people in here can relate to that. People like Whispers, people like Jenny and Brenda. The feeling wasn't of fear, he says. It was of comfort, of friendliness. Um, and he said, I just lay there feeling the arm around me and said, and I can't remember the guy's name because it was Slovakian. It's an odd name. It wasn't David. And David says, it was. I said, is that you, XYZ? And he says, as soon as he said that, the arm faded away. And he thanked him for being his guide. And as soon as he said that, he says, and I've got it now, tingles all down. He says that the hair stood up on his arms. He had tingling down the back of his neck. He says he had the most amazing feeling of happiness. And he thanked his friend for being a guide, and he just faded away. And he said, that's why I had to tell you straight away. He says, thank you very much for giving me that experience. And I can't believe, even to this day, I gave someone else an interaction with a spirit. My last one was like years ago. I'm quite jealous, but joking aside, it was like what did Brenda say? That's incredible. When I woke up and say a man in my bed, I screamed. I can imagine. So yeah, that's what he said. He says, if I'd have woke up and it was just a normal day. He said, can you imagine? I'm in a hotel. You wake up and somebody snuck it. He said they could have been drunk and come in the hotel just thinking it's their room and just snuck up behind him. It was a damn good job that Brenda, I can't stop laughing, lol. I can see you doing that. It's really, really odd. Really, really odd, and I sort of look and I think the fact that was the first time I'd got everything together. Yeah, from the words coming into your head to getting it right, getting the response back, saying something and getting a response back then the next day saying, this is just ridiculously stupid. It really does get to a point where you think, wow, that was if you wanted epiphany, that was my main point where I said, this is actually real, isn't it? This is actually real. And there is something going on rather than it just being like a mere coincidence. I said on Brenda's chat the other day, we got this. The wife passed away, obviously. Most of you know that, and then the dog passed away of cancer as well. And I said, I don't believe you exist. I really don't believe you exist. Albert, he's no. Quit it. He's being funny about it now. But and I don't believe you. And the amount of coincidences, like we had on, we said the full story on here. We said it on Brenda's. But the amount of coincidences leading to a medical miracle at the end. If you added all the odds up, you'd be talking like X million to one, tens of millions to one. I mean, and all those things sort of like generally have always made me think you can't have coincidence like that and just constantly say oh yeah, but it's all fake. So to start with real evidence paranormal, didn't we? they're big debunkers, and they debunk absolutely everything. But we did cards the other week, didn't we? Did cards, and he didn't believe in cards. Cards are a load of rubbish. Just a piece of card with pictures on. Every one of us that do tarot cards are cold reading, and I remember thinking. We had actually I thought it was I thought I got the wrong person last week. It was Wee Sparrow that we did a reading for. I thought it was Synthesized Souls. It wasn't. It was Wee Sparrow. So I said something to Synthesized. They must have been thinking I was mad. But we did a reading for Wee Sparrow, and his daughter had their daughter. I think it was his daughter had a car and had written it off. We've got her another one. Will she be any good in it? And if you remember, I said to him, she's going to have a near miss, and I mean a really close near miss. This could actually end up with more police. And the next day, she emailed me. She actually emailed me, and I'll put my email address up. She emailed me on this address. And she told me, "You're right." It says that evening, or I think it was. I think we're on sort of a day away with time wise. No, she's Wee Sparrow. She's in Scotland. I mean, that would have been the next morning then. So the next morning, the daughter went out, and she's going down this dual carriageway, and there was they put bollards in the middle of the road without any signs. And Wee Sparrow says, "I hope that's it," because the boyfriend grabbed the wheel, pulls the wheel down to pull her away from the bollards, and she missed the bollards like so bloody close. It would have been quite severe if she'd have hit the bollards and just gone straight on. Those things are dangerous. So I hope it's that. But you're like, coincidence or what? I tell her that Albert's telling me there's a near miss here, that it's sort of in the cards, but most of it came from Albert in a sort of similar way that Brenda would get it, like verbally from Albert. And I'm saying there's a near miss, and I'm thinking police are involved in this one. And yeah, we get the confirmation the next day by email that she'd gone down the dual carriageway and nearly gone headlong into some bollards in the middle. You think, Jesus, how lucky can you get? But it's things like that keep you driving on, but the odd one. I mean, Angie mentioned then, what is it about dreams, recurring dreams? I always had the same dream when I was about to get made redundant. I've been made redundant about 5 times. And each time I've been on a mountain. I've come out of my house and the mountain started to flow lava. And I'm stood on this piece of ground and the lava's flowing around me. There's no way to get out of this. There's no way to get out of it. Bad things are happening and you can't miss it. And each time the same dream. And the last time I said, "Oh, I know what's happening now. I know what's going to happen when I get to work." And it did. And I think, so sometimes, certainly with mine, the same dream popped up in this before the very same things in life straight away. So it's interesting that you talk about dreams, Angie, because I don't know if anybody else has had the same thing, but yeah, one recurring dream that Angie said there. No, I was talking about a recurring dream. I haven't had dreams in 6 years and started having them in the last day and a half. I mean, quite often it's warning you about something. Like mine was, you're about to get made redundant. Just be careful. Just because they know what I'm like, a bit, hot-tempered. They just suddenly dump it on me, and it's actually, they could have easily got rid of somebody else instead. I'm going to tell them exactly what I think. unless the spirits tell me and think, yeah, it's time to just accept it and go. So that's what they were doing with me, like just warning me something's happening, and then that was it. Yeah, with mine, I've never really had anything good from a dream. I've never. I mean, I'm sure other people have, but I haven't. All the dreams that come true with me have always been warnings. I got told my daughter's wedding was last. My eldest daughter's wedding was last May, um, and we went up there early May, and I had a dream that somebody was outside the wedding venue with a gun and trying to cause trouble. And I'm thinking, well, there's two people. There's two people that have divorced on our side. Perhaps one of them is going to come up that's not invited and try and get in the venue. But in the end, they didn't. But there were two other people on the opposite guy's side that were banned because they couldn't be trusted together. The three people, they allowed one in, and the other couple of people weren't allowed in. And halfway through the evening, the daughter picked the phone up, and one of them said, "I'm out. I happen to be outside. Can I come in?" And I'm thinking, this is a dream, isn't it? They've been very, and I said to the daughter, "You've got to be careful." Like, well, I could remember the dream, and I'm thinking, yeah, if you've got space and you can keep them under control, then yeah, you probably can. But do be careful with them. Leanne, you're part of the smart kids the government tested on. Oh, look, cut the cord. Oh, no, crikey. What have I been missing in here? Sarah Barbara. In the 5th grade, I remember a special room with lots of phonics tests and puzzles. Oh, God, yeah. They used to, yeah, the strange way they used to test kids, isn't it? They used to do it here. I always wondered whether that had anything to do with the government, I tell you. It'd be bloody typical, wouldn't it? Let's see if we have any special children here. We shall take them away. But I think, yeah, most of mine have been really bad warnings or gentle nudges towards, you should watch this one. The other thing I come to is this. I use the SB7 quite a bit. It was called the GATE program in Australia. Another way of hiding it. Because I'm talking about real evidence paranormal, debunking everything. And every time I've heard them debunk this, they can't debunk it. All they do is say, it's a broken radio. That's that debunked. Bye-bye. Pass it on. But there are several bits we've got from this in there. I mean, let's face it, there are several bits that are just plainly weird. And I hope Angie doesn't mind me mentioning this one. But did a card reading. I was doing the shuffling, wasn't I, before? And I'd got the spirit box on. We'll pull the first bit of what he says. He says, if you can hear spirits, you wouldn't use these things. Well, actually, you're wrong, because I can sense spirit. Yeah, we've got all these people on here, Brenda included, who can hear spirit. But Imagine when we're here in spirit and we're talking to you and you're in the chat box. You can't, and a lot of you can't hear spirit. Most people on my lives can't, or they can sense, but not really know. Wouldn't it be nice if they could actually get a way of talking to their spirit? Um, where has it gone? I've lost it. So perhaps, as I said on Brenda's again, perhaps they're very good at using the Melram. Perhaps they're very good at coming closer and altering the magnetic around there. Some are, not many that I've found, but some are. Or perhaps they're able to use this and use the oscillating frequency of the radio to put their voice on top. And perhaps they're not. It's not about me hearing what they're saying. It's about me giving the people in the chat the chance to perhaps rewind it and say, did you hear anything that sounded specifically responsive? Did you hear anything that sounded like your uncle, granddad, father, mother, son? And get some solace from it. And that's one of the things we always have in Pomp. We're on with Pomp, if he's still on. And we're talking about what we do, even fakers, even people who fake, they're getting people to understand that that spirits exist. Therefore, they're not going to have. They're less likely to have panic attacks and pass from something horrible like a panic attack. They're doing good. I don't agree with them. Don't agree with them at all. But they're doing good, and that's part and parcel of what we're doing. We're trying to get people to believe so that they don't have these horrible, unaliving situations. So we started using this not because I'm fibbing and I can't hear spirit, but because I want you lot to hear them, and I want you lot to understand that they do actually exist. So I literally, I think you can just see the microphone there. I held it against the microphone, and of course it's on 200 milliseconds scan speed, so it's going and no kidding, a voice came through, a male voice, and it quickly said, "I'm here, I love you." But it didn't. It said it so quick to try and get between, I think, 2 or 3 of these little blasts. It was almost like the spirit was trying to fit it in before the frequency disappeared and he couldn't get in. And I'd asked, have you got anything to say to Angie? I'm here, I love you. Now, broken radio or not, we always said, Brenda, it's a broken radio. We always had it's for fun. We always had it's a broken radio. Take it as what you think. But that first thought, and I wasn't looking. I'm looking at the chat box now. I couldn't see that. I was trying not to look at the chat box because I'm trying to put all the energy into the cards. And so I put the cards down. Did the reading. The spirit box. I'm here, I love you. Now, I didn't know until I saw Tina, so little witchy one, cropped up and says, "Look, happy birthday, Angie." And I thought, you are joking. I thought, you are joking. It can't be a birthday as well. Surely to God, that's not. And I kid you not, guys, the new people in here. Angie was in the chat and she says, "Yeah, it's my birthday." And I love my dad that said that to me, and I think he's trying to say something again, but about my health or heart. So we are going to do some. We are going to do some, by the way. So if anybody does want to, if anybody's got anybody particular they want to speak to, then yeah, we'll do probably half an hour of it in a minute. But It was the fact that this box, this broken radio, had said something so specific. I mean, you can get "I'm Here, I Love You" on the radio, but not very often, can you? And it was the fact that it was a birthday. I mean, that was just the same your birthday that my Miss Tina helped me get my white jade crystal a dragon head. Oh dear, you didn't get it from Chloe, did you? Yep. I bet you got. A lot of people on here got Chloe's crystal, by the way. Chloe's crystal was on. She's actually getting some more crystals, so that's going to be interesting. We can absolutely do that, Jenny. So we'll try to. How long we've been on? We've been on nearly an hour, so we'll wait another 50. We'll wait till about quarter to the hour, and we'll start doing it, and we'll see how far we get. But it was just we know we know that most of it's radio, but it's things like that that just to me um, we need to keep repeating them because people who come on here who don't know it they don't know why we keep doing it, and they're like, hang on a minute, I keep being told that it's just a broken radio and it's a load of garbage, and it's like, yeah, but we get so much. We've had kids on the come across this one, didn't we? On the beach last year, we had a boy coming across saying, "Dad, Dad, Dad," and a young girl coming across saying, "Mom, Mom." Now, the one last year, the young boy asked for help. Now it was at 11:30 at night, and I keep telling people on British radio, you don't get kids on. They're not allowed on radio after 9 o'clock. It's just not allowed. It would have to have been a recording, and the recording would have had to have been going round constantly saying, "Dad, Dad, Dad." It would have had to have had so many words "Dad" in it. So I heard "Dad" then. So many words "Dad" in it that it kept coming through on the radio. They're like, because they're not allowed to be live. It's just not allowed. Then we crossed him over. And we couldn't cross the girl over. She didn't ask. The girl did come across once or twice after that. The boy didn't. We did another one this year. We didn't get the boy again either. But if he's happy, that's more than we could ever hope for. But we crossed the girl over because she asked. That you dare not go live. We're live. We're back, and I haven't got the exclamation mark. Sarah. Yeah, I hate it when it does that little round the corner. Let's. Yeah, I know. He's a pain in the arse, isn't he, Elon? So let's have a go. We will start with one of the new ones, which is Jenny, Whispers from Heaven. No sound. Let's check on here. Any sound? Oh yeah, she must. There must be because she's. Let's change account to anyone. Oh yeah. Hopefully I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear that one. Right. So we're gonna go with Whispers from Heaven. I'll tell you one thing, my computer is actually it's the fan is constant. It's boiling here, really is. It's not as hot as it was last week, but it really is still hot. So we're going to go up with. I know she said "Whispers from Heaven" said something up here, didn't she? 65. We've got somebody older than me. I can't believe it. You're older than me. I'm 61. Hang on, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go in and find 101. It was 99 here last week, and that's the record for. It's the record for the UK for June. So we had the record for June just down the road here. So what did she say? Think of it. Oh, you did say something somewhere. I'd love to hear from my fiance Joe, that passed 3 years ago. Right. So we're going to go for Joe, right? We're going to go for Joe. Albert, got you a task here. Bring the two worlds closer together. May we have the joy of spirits coming through, using me as their medium and coming through this device here. We're looking for Whispers from Heaven with Jenny. I'm older than dirt. That's how I feel like that sometimes. So we're looking for the fiance Joe, right? Tell you what, let's try. Turn that off. So Albert, if you can get Joe, you'll be very, very happy. If you can use the box, it would be very nice. I don't know what you've got, Jenny, but I got the sort of impression of spine tingling moment. So I don't know whether you've got spine, little tingles down the back of your spine. I just wonder if he's trying to put himself. Secret? What? I don't know whether he's trying to give you tingling moments down the back of your neck, I was going to say, but something about secrets sees you or something. That was a female. Crikey, I'm getting boiled. Joe, are you around? Ooh, I like secrets. It's a secret. Is that what you said? It's a secret. I like secrets. Can you get Joe? Albert, are you back? Probably radio. Right radio at the minute. You said fell there just as I was looking. If you saw my face, I was just looking there and thinking, I'm getting a word, something like far. How far? How far can you go, or something? How far? So I got the word far. You said fell. So I was thinking the word far. Bloody air conditioning. Mine's turned off. Is it football on? Bloody American playing soccer. I'm getting something, and it's really weird. It's like, Jenny, what's with you? What's with you? What? Has Jenny moved? Has Jenny gone somewhere? I'm like, you're off, yeah. Oh, it's Flossie. Oh, Flossie got the earrings I need. No. I got... Joe, what is it about Jenny's moving? It's something about Jenny's moving, but I can't think what it is. That was football. That was free kick. Can I try? I'm going to try the other station. Let's see if we can try to get away from football. We're going to have to get away from football. Joe, if you can use this frequency better, Albert will show you how to use it. If you can't. I'm getting a sense that Jenny's... Yeah, there's a free kick. I'm getting a sense that Jenny's moved somewhere. It's almost like, how far did you have to go? And I can feel the laugh afterwards. It's like, how far did you have to go? And the laugh after it. I don't know what you've done. Or did you have to go away to find something? That's definitely music. You heard shush. I didn't hear shush. Why did you find it funny that she's moved so far? Or she had to go so far to find something? I don't think Friday has anything to do with it. Not unless Jenny's moving on Friday. Can you tell? I'll tell you what would be nice if you could say your name, Joe? Do you want to prove it's you and say your name? Morocco is looking good. Is it? Are you going to say your name or say Jenny? Joe and Jenny sitting in a tree. Kissing. No? Ha! To you too. Did you hear that? I sing that and it goes, ha! Is that Joe? Who's just laughed at my singing? It was a giggle, wasn't it? It was a real. Oh, damn! I missed it. Sorry, say that again. I'm trying to keep quiet. The star card on bottom. It did sound quite young, didn't it? It did sound quite young, Anna. You got a couple of minutes. If you say Jenny, then she'll know that it was you. That's radio. It is something about moving. There's something about moving. The chariot card, the spirit card, and the male card. Do you want to tell Jenny what it is about the? Do you want to tell Jenny what it is about moving that you found funny? Directors, that's radio. No, you don't want to prove to her that you exist over there. She might know, but she wants confirmation. Oh dear. Thank you very much. Love and light to you all. That was a laugh, wasn't it? Obviously, like the Joe and Jenny kissing in a tree, sitting in a tree. An interesting laugh. See, they're the things that coincidence, and you think coincidental laugh, probably. Wow, the story behind moving is my mother is 90 years old with dementia. We live on adjoining property. She left her farm and home to me. So there is something about the move. It's like it just finds it hilarious. What? He had a very light-hearted laugh. That was a light-hearted laugh. That was like it was almost like people in there. Like it was a chuckle, wasn't it? It was like a chuckle. It wasn't. It was like not a laugh. It was a chuckle laugh. It's like, hello, oh dear. I like what you've just sung, John. You know, like I mean, that's the other thing, Jenny. Like, so I sing. Yeah, Joe and Jenny sitting in a tree, KISSING. Now, what's the odds that anything laughs on the radio? Well, yeah, probably. But that was a chuckle, wasn't it? That's a typical chuckle. Oh, God, have you really sang that? And it was instantaneous. It was like straight back. And you think, but it's a broken radio. It is absolutely a broken radio. What they say is right. It is. It's a radio. But that was pretty close. He sent very happy. He's obviously been watching. He has been watching. Going. Oh, don't do that in my ear. Squeal in my ear. Yeah, it has been watching, and it's like very much the Move. Come on, why do we do that? Oh dear. He found it funny. He found the Move funny. It's like great. Why did we do that? Why did we go so far? Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a oddity, isn't it? So far, when you've already told us. Yeah. That was interesting. That was interesting. Look, it's not as we didn't get as much as we did from like Angie, but that was pretty good. Anybody else want a quick 5-10 minutes? That's the dark-sided sense of humor. Yeah, that was very. I mean, you wouldn't guess what it was about until you've said the history, would you? It would make me joke about it. Ooh, but yeah, it's. I love the chuckle. I love the chuckle. We're going to Angie next. If Angie wants to give us a who she's looking for or what she's trying to find, it's going to be Pops, isn't it? It might be Pops. So we'll do Angie next. Yeah, it's Dad. Albert. Why do I get the feeling? I sort of said Albert, and I got this feeling from him saying, "I'm onto it. I'm onto it already. Forget it." I hope you loved the laughter. Yeah, absolutely. And I would be sort of going. If I were you, I'd go back and record it. Absolutely. So what we're on at the minute wise, can't see. We're about an hour. If you start about an hour into it, you'll be sometimes just after that. But yeah, go about an hour in, Jenny, and try and record it. Is we're going to give him a minute because Albert's. I don't sense that Albert's come back. Seeing bits of that were me listening to Albert and listening to the box. So this is why I say to people who say it's a load of rubbish and people like us shouldn't be using them unless we're not telling the truth. It's a load of rubbish. We can, because it helps combine the two to tell people. I love the laugh. I really do. I love the laugh. You've got to have a recording of that. Yeah. You can put it on your. You could actually have it as your phone ring, couldn't you? Imagine having a phone ring of him chuckling. So we're with Angie. Yeah, the for me singing, yeah. The guy, Joe is still around. He says something like, "I'm going to regret doing that, aren't I? I'm going to regret doing that because she's going to record that and be playing it. I'm going to regret that." So he's already saying, I'm going to regret doing that. And I've just seen, good idea, use it on my phone. Just as he said, just as you put that on there, I heard him say, "I'm going to regret doing that, aren't I?" But yeah, we're going for we're going for John, the dad, the Angie's father. I heard "okay" before that voice, right? And that's really odd because you got two different noises, two different words overlapping. And I've already forgotten what I said. What I've just said, which is really important. If your lights start flickering, he's there, lol. Or your TV gets crazy. I don't use a TV anymore. Don't use a TV. John, do you want to communicate? Can only give you this one. John, are you there? Remember your I'm here, I love you. The next adventure. Ooh. The male voice then said, the next adventure. If it is you, can you say your name or your daughter's name? That wasn't quite fully there, was it? I heard and So what's Angie's next adventure then? This is interesting. Is she on the move? It did sound like that, didn't it, Jenny? It did. I sort of heard Angie, and then it just disappeared. The thing with that is that it's not radio. That's not a radio sound. That's not a radio voice. John, do you want to say your name or Angie's name? We'd love to hear from you. Got lots of radio noise. We've got a Melrem here. Hello. It's weird, that one. Hello. We heard you. Who is it? Who's you said hello? That's a male. Can't afford it. Can't afford what? What can't Angie afford? Curtis. There's something that Angie can't afford. Is she trying to get something that she can't afford, or should she be looking in that direction? You answer that one with If you answer that, we can move on to the next one. Does Angie need to look where she can't afford, or does she? She needs to look where she can't afford. I think that must be news. That must be radio. Unless you're going to look around a university. So has Angie got to look for a place to move to that's slightly out of her reach? Talking to one or... Thank you, Eric. I'll leave it at that. It's almost like he mentioned, did it say Dennis? So this is why you have to keep going around, keep going through it again and again. That's why going back and repeating it is quite, yeah. Yeah, from what I'm getting, Angie, you have to look somewhere that you wouldn't usually look. It's slightly out of your price range, this. In fact, some of it where you need to look is way out of your price range. I heard he's talking to... Go on, we'll give you another couple of minutes. I've been told to put you back on. You're still talking to her. What does she need to do? Where does she need to look? Yeah, Angie says, why should I try to move where I can't afford? I'm getting told there's a golden nugget somewhere that's not the same price as everywhere else. Hey, you don't think it's above a dentist or something like that, do you? I mean, it could be above a dentist. It's cheap because it's above a dentist, but hey, it's... important. Because it's important, Angie. Because it's important. It's something like that, wasn't it? Something like important. It's important. Is there some... What is this area? I don't know any areas in America whatsoever. So you're going to have to tell Angie very specifically what the area is. What's the area that Angie needs to look in? Oh, you're joking. You're joking. That was crazy. I think there's a place by the old dentist office that has an apartment. What do you think, John? Okay, Albert is singing. Ding dong. I can't even sing that one. Ramadama ding dong. Sure. Or Ooh, I didn't quite get that. Was it sure, Sean, sure? I can't remember that one. Well, we're gonna leave it. I hope people enjoy this because it's just insane, isn't it? Thank you. And pareidolia. Of course, it's pareidolia. We're hearing things that we want to hear. But I tell you what, when we're hearing things that we want to hear, and we see things like Anna said there, dentist or Dennis, dentist. It could have been either, not quite sure. She's not actually doing pareidolia. She's just saying that that's what she heard. You know, it's not. She doesn't know where any of these places are that she's looking. It could be absolutely completely different. But when Angie comes up and says, that's this crazy thing is, there is actually a place by a dentist. Then you start thinking, coincidence? I mean, that's just weird, isn't it? Really is weird. So, you know, once again, we get a word that's... see, we've had two readings there. So we've had two readings. We've had that one that is basically Angie's, which is quite nice, and it's come up with a couple of interesting possibilities that just seem to match exactly what's going on. And then you've got Jenny's, who's just seems to be... We seem to have matched the person, if anything. And it was just, you know, does he want to speak to me? You know, can we get him through? And we get something. Well, that laugh, that laugh, and the joke about... I mean, we didn't take it as we didn't know it was a joke, what the joke was about. Jenny did, about the travel, about moving a long way. So, and the laugh was just phenomenal. And then when I said about you've got to be putting it on your phone, I think Jenny wrote, "Oh, that's a good idea." And I heard him say something like, "Oh, I'm going to regret doing that, aren't I?" And it's like, you know, that you just got this jovial, happy, joking sort of person. I mean, like, still happy, and he's still happy on the other side. But the two of them have been... yeah. See, and this is important to people who are trying to learn how we do it, right? When it comes in your head. Anna's just said that when I read Dennis, I thought dentist in my head. You see, some spirits are very, very good at throwing that word into your head. And usually the first thing that you see is right. Whereas your brain can take that word dentist and think, no, it's going to be a name. What name's nearest? Oh, yeah, let's make it into Dennis. And of course, you're thinking Dennis, but it isn't. You should always trust your intuition first. And your intuition, and Anna's intuition there would have been dentist, the one in your head, not the one that you're being thrown in. Unless your spirit guide is extremely good at nuts, chocolate, toffee. It's a marathon, really, but called a cheaper name. Now I'm saying what comes out. Yeah. Where's the chocolate? What a troll. 111. What's 111? I don't know what 111 means. Great. It's, yeah. I'm just thinking about when. Yeah, you might be able. Jenny might be able. Not Jenny. Angie might be able to go back and hear and pull out the word dentist or dentist. May get more of it from that. I don't know. It's always a treat when you're doing a reading and they change the literally what comes out of your mouth and surprise you. I know it is. And it's like Anna said there, isn't it, Jenny? You say something or you see something in your head and you're thinking, oh, I know what that is. And then you say it and you think, no, it isn't. In fact, I don't know if Kaloa is still in, but she probably is. She's probably working on something. But Kaloa came in on a reading just for. Well, it ended up just being her on the channel, and Angie was in as well, and I saw. I saw Angie's name, Angie Burks, and I thought, and in my head it changed to Angela. But we were reading Kaloa, and it was no. This is Kaloa's Angela. This is Kaloa's Angela, and it's like, hey, what? No, it wasn't. It was Chris. It wasn't. It was Chloe's crystals, wasn't it? It was Chloe. It was Chloe's crystals. It was Chloe that got the word Angela, and she showed us the tattoo last time we were on. And I remember I'm doing Chloe's reading, and I saw Angie, and I thought, no, this is it's like Jenny's just said. In your head, it changed, and I sort of stopped and thought, I'm looking at Angie, I'm thinking, I'm with Chloe, and no, the words for Chloe, and it sort of hits a tattoo on her arm. I like just doesn't make any sense. It's like it's like Jenny said. Then you do something, you think, oh, that's odd. That's not what we were. That's not what I was about to say. It's not what I was thinking in the front of me in my head. The conscious side. The subconscious is saying, no, we're giving it you for a different reason. So if anybody else wants one, we can do it. We'll do another one or two. Yeah, I listened to Kaloa. She's Kaloa's brilliant. Kaloa's brilliant. I would also suggest, let me in the zone, right? You should try. We've got two very good people on here. If anybody wants to re-put Whispers from Heaven with Jenny and Brenda's, it's the other one, isn't it? It's the God. I'm trying to think. She's got two channels, hasn't she? Brenda T. Yeah, Brenda T. Imagine, if you can put those two. They're the other two that we use. Crikey. They're the other two that we use. And so we try and spread everybody around because it's so nice that everybody supports each other and goes on each other's channel and gives a good, even if it's just a hello and, not bothered about a reading today, but we'll move on. Or just for a chat like we're going to do today. Yeah, it's Callie Love. I've seen you around a few times. Are we still doing readings? We're not actually doing readings. What we're doing, if you want one, we're just doing the SB7. We're just trying to communicate. We're trying to disprove all these people who say it's a broken radio. We've already had a couple of interesting ones, which is strange because we don't usually get very much from it. We're lucky to do probably 12 readings and get 2 that are more than usual. Yeah, it did it be. Sorry. Right. I've got the I wonder if we can just move that down a bit. You might be able to see it then. So where are we? Yeah. So that's there. Yeah, so what we'll do, we can actually get both in, I think, can't we? We can get me and it in like that, yeah. Oh, synthesizing. I've no idea who this person is, but does readings, intuitive, and then said it will curse me if I don't go back because I mentioned about my soulmate meeting someone new. What? That's a bit strange. Souls, I hate they hover. Who wants to talk to me, please? So we'll if Callie wants one, all right. So we'll do Anna and then we'll do Callie. If anybody else wants one, well, yeah. If anybody else wants one, then yeah, we'll try and fit a couple of few more in. So we go with Anna. Yeah, the old Anna banana. We know Anna. What about a pet? What's Anna's pets got to do with it? There's a few of them synthesized. There are a few of them. Believe you me. Is there anybody for Anna? Hope you're having a good time. There we are. Hope you're having a good time. Anna, I hope you're having a good time. Why? What's I have to move on. Can't stay. Oh, Brenda. I tell you what. Next time I'm going to try. I'm going to move back onto the StreamYard, and then we can pull you straight in from the chat. See you later. So who's talking to Anna? Hoping that she's had a good time. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely, Tina. Who is it who's asking if she's having a good time? Oh, something about when we were young or something, when you were young. So it's somebody that used to play with you when you were young. Woo! Oh, lots of happiness. Yeah, lots of happiness. It's somebody you liked when you were young. Can we have a name? It's not Mark, is it? Ace of Discs. Things are turning for. Are you making things happen for Anna? Something's changing. We've had the tower moment. We've had a few, haven't we? So, you know, we've had to give up a few things. You know, be a little bit nice to people. And now we've got the change moment coming on. And it did, this person did say something about, hope you're having a good time. Are you changing things for Anna? She's telling you she feels relaxed. There's a couple of males over there that she'd like to hear from. Can you name one of them? Perhaps you're there. She'd love to know who you are. Have to move on. We ain't got that. Sorry, I'll put it back. It's on a different table, to be honest. There's a lot of electrics around. But could you do that again if it's one of Anna's friends? Strange. That was strange, wasn't it? Do you want to say goodbye to Anna? You know the routine by now, Mark. Right. They're changing something. The Ace of Discs. So this is something physical in life, like a car. Certainly, are you enjoying the changes? Like, are you enjoying what's happening? Yeah, it's like they're trying to make something happen, trying to make something change, trying to make something click. Is that right? We are trying to make something click. Help! I've not got anything in my hand. I've got a pen in my hand. Nothing else is going closer to that. And I've not got a radio. Well, I have, but it's in there and it's not turned on. That is what's happening, isn't it? You're making things better for Anna. So, thank you for Spirit World. I'm hoping they're not going to say they want to come back. Right. Okay. Thank you, Albert. You can shuffle them out the door. Send them to America, right? Send them. Have we done? If it goes off much more, then it's running out of battery and all that's fake. But it's not giving me a battery. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go on with we're gonna, and it will beep now because I'm going to touch the table. If let's turn it off while I get the next. Turn it off while I get the next person in, because it is. Brenda disappeared. Let Me in the Zone. There was two, wasn't there, that I want to do? Let Me in the Zone and It's Cali. It's Cali and then Let Me in the Zone. So we're going to do Let Me in the Zone. So It's Cali and then Let Me in the Zone, right? And then anybody else who wants it will sort of push. We might do another one soon. So we'll see how we go. I do like to do these. It's interesting because it sort of makes people aware that it's not all. Well, it might all be broken radio, but we'll wait for it's Cali to tell me what they want. So whatever Cali wants to know, give us a quick indication. But it gives us an idea that, look, it could be coincidence, absolutely, but it's strange, isn't it? Really is strange. Send them your way. Oh well, yeah. Send them postmarked USA, yeah. Chicago, yeah. Dunk. Oh dear, Carly. You do realise I'm scratching my arm. It's really itchy. What have you got itchy arms? It's Carly. I don't know what I want. Oh, I feel so lost in life. I want direction or an answer, I guess. Oh, right. I think my arm's itching like mad. Who's got an itchy arm out there? Get the arm sorted. Get your arm sorted first. Whoever it is needs to get their arm sorted because it bloody hurts. We got It's Carly. I just put this on. So It's Carly's here. If anybody's got an idea, my whole arm is a mess. Anna, flipping heck, it bloody hurts. We are going with It's Carly. I don't usually itch, I really don't. It's usually a sign that somebody's got a problem. But yeah, we've got It's Carly, a little bit lost, not knowing where she's going. Can you sort of give Carly a hint? I don't know where it is, actually. Somewhere in there. What does It's Carly have to do to change her life? Albert, that's not very nice. Can I go across and give her a quick kick up the arse? What is it that Carly needs to know? You're supposed to help our dear subscribers know what they're doing, where they're going, and how they need to get there. Well, now that's more interesting than Albert. I get a stop sign, right? You know when you get to the end of the road, it says stop, right? don't carry on going. Sometimes you need to do it in my mind. Sometimes you need to stop and then go for it. But Albert says I need to go across and kick her up the arse, which sort of matches what Sarah's just said, which is just go bloody do it. Anna, at them, something at them. Sarah, yes, I heard girl. There's a male in here, isn't there? Bang fast or something. It's like I'm trying to connect with what Albert's saying. It's like as if you're you see, you're saying back off, Jenny, and that's where I got the stop sign. Yeah, I get stop sign, but strangely, I'm getting people. You need to be kicked up the arse to go somewhere in a direction. But there's a stop sign where you have to stop. Can you tell us what it is that she needs to do? What is it she needs to stop for? Who is it that she needs to back off from? So I got a stop sign. Jenny got the back off. That must be the same meaning. What does she need to back off from? There's a situation around you that needs resolving, but at the minute, too many other people involved. You're not helping me on the radio. It's a broken radio. Carly would love to hear from you. The 3 cards do actually match that. It's the start of something, but what's starting? What is it that she needs to stop and then go and I'm allergic to bed bugs. Thank you very much, Jenny. And trees. Well, before I do this reading, can you say anything to Carly, because she's been a bit quiet? A couple of words and that's it. Say hello. No, say goodbye, Carly. No? Turn it off. It annoys some people. Now, the interesting thing is the cards and what people have been hearing and seeing. And the 1 or 2 things we've got from that. We do need to stop, right? We need to stop and look, there's a mountain in the background. There's a mountain in the background. We're sort of at the bottom of this hill, looking up. It's the night of discs. A lot of people saying things in the background. And I just got this picture of a group of people. Sarah's just said a group of people hugging. They're very close together, almost sort of like a group of people that know each other. But they're almost, I wouldn't say they're against Carly, but they're certainly keeping a very close eye. And they could cause trouble. They could cause trouble for Carly. So she needs to back off. The stop sign. Yeah, let's stop. Let's look at this hill that she's got to climb here, because we need to ignore all these rushes down here, which are people speaking. all those rushes of people speaking. And let's not be a fool. Yeah, we've got the fool card. Let's look. This is a bit mad. It is like the standing guard. It is. It's like the standing guard. And should Carly get close to them, maybe not the best idea. Maybe not the best idea. Back off. Stop. Back off, as Jenny said. Stop and think about it, as Albert showed me, which is what that guy is doing, looking up the hill. So Carly needs to watch for that. Let's not be stupid. Let's not do. Look. The daft thing would be, the insane thing would be to go and oppose, opposite. These people are either opposing or opposite. I get the word opposite or oppose, and I'm not quite sure why Albert's showing me the word. But he's showing me the word opposite or oppose. Opposite. It may be opposite. I think it's opposite. I think there's two. I'm sure it's opposite. But that's what these people are. The opposition or the opposite way of thinking, but they're I don't know. Monitoring spirits. I know they could be dead people for all I know. I'm not being told whether they're alive or deceased, Sarah. I really not. What I'm saying is, like, you need to stop and you need to think about this, and then you need to let's not be foolish. Let's wait, and we are waiting. We are waiting for some news. Now it's upside down, which is mainly it's more. That's a really good change. This is a really good change, but it tends to edge towards a new job or a new situation. Beginning of a new love affair, beginning of a new job, beginning of something that the cup is something you like, something you love. I see the beginning of something starting, but you need to, and it's starting really soon in the next 4 weeks. So we've got Carly. You've got a maximum of 4 weeks to wait before everything starts to turn. But in the meantime, don't be daft and start to try and force things to move, because we need, as I said, we need the red stop sign. Don't be a fool. Let's just look up the hill, shall we? Just look up it and see what we've got to do. Things will change. Don't force it. I'll stop and have a think about it. And like Jenny said, pause. And just hold back a bit, because now isn't the time to be pushing it. Something about these other people. Sarah might be right. Maybe monitoring spirits. I don't know, but certainly not the time to be pushing on. God, Sarah, the hair. I'm hearing the hair salon. That's a great place for news, isn't it? A great place for news. Listening to other people's chat. So that's what we got for It's Carly. And then after It's Carly, we have my memory is like a sieve in it. I was thinking to remember it. I'll remember it by the fact that it's like It's Carly, but it's a little bit more different. Come on, just tell me who it is. Who did I said was next? I've forgotten who I said was next. Have you took your have they gone? Have they took their I think they've gone. Oh. The messages have gone. It's Carly. Oh. Well, I did have one lined up, but the messages have all gone. Oh, let me in the zone. It was let me in the zone. If let me in the zone's in, there we are. Yeah, it was me. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, where's all the messages gone? I can't find them. Oh dear. Let Me in the Zone's next. So if Let Me in the Zone wants a question, then yeah. Back on the howling old owl in the woods. Oh, ho, ho. So it reminds me of the wolf we got on. The wolf we got on here the other day. I mean, that was just a cracking wolf, wasn't it? Yeah, the wolf, Angie's wolf, was woof, blimey. Hey, I wouldn't want to be messing with him. Let me in the zone. So what does Lynn want to know? With Lynn, Albert. We're with Lynn. Why have we got spin? Why is he? He's giving me like, you know, those selectors that spin round, and the word spin. It's like spin to see what Lynn is going to win. Interesting. All right, interesting. So, okay, what Sarah said. Anyway, I met a girl at the grocery store with Phoebe's hair. She was extremely giddy. Hey, coincidence, Carly? Who knows? So let me in the zone. Just wondering about my house. I want to travel. Scared my ex will try shift in there. Yeah. That's a difficult one, Albert, isn't it? Any spirit wants to help on that one? We've got Lynn. He said, look at the bottom of the pack. And I've got the mail card on the bottom of the pack. Oh, God. Fox pups. Oh. We got Lynn. Was Lynn, wasn't it? Let me in the Lynn. You see the question from Lynn. Any spirit wants to help? Yeah, foxes are quick wit, survival. Yeah, at its best, isn't it? Yeah. Lynn, anybody wants? If nobody wanted to speak to Lynn, like I said, we don't always get anything, but we're very quiet for this one. My wife loves foxes. Love foxes. We're going with the cards then. If you're not going to go on the use the box. Happy 4th of July, Nancy. Welcome in. I got the word he in that, and that's about all. The Magician. I would certainly be thinking that's quite a likely outcome, Lee. It's quite a likely outcome, isn't it? I've dropped two cards, the Magician and the Emperor. Look at people fighting. What? It's almost like look at people fighting, almost like saying, Lynn, you want to go and see us? So it's almost like this person will move in just to cause trouble. In that case, Tina, you can give her a couple of cards. I'm going to go with this one, Lynn. I'm not getting much from there. Not getting much from there. The energy is fierce. I just feel that the guy is almost enjoy the yeah, it's upside down. So I will show you what it is the other way around. So this is you riding off into battle. So you're going somewhere. But look, there's somebody watching you, and it's a hawk keeping a bloody close eye on you. The fact that it's like that is bringing the hawk more into my sight. They certainly will be watching. They certainly will be watching. Yeah, the moon. There's always trouble while you're away on this journey. There's snakes, there's crabs, there's. Don't put it past. You say there just to piss you off. Yes, it's just for the fun of it. Ooh, I need to think about that one. It's really odd, this. This is really odd. I've got an olive branch. I've got an olive branch from him. That is weird. I've got an olive branch. I keep wanting to crack my knuckles. Let's get to work. He wouldn't give you an olive branch, would he? Like, do this just for the do this just for the fun of it. Do this for the fun of it, and then see what Lynn thinks when he comes up with we could get back together. I don't know. Weird. It's I've got an olive branch in there, which is why I'm going to do the other cards. Kind of coincidentally, Fox came up around this. Yes, Jenny's already in with our way of thinking, aren't you, Jenny? They're like, we don't believe in coincidences. So why did Jenny suddenly come up with the baby fox cubs and think cunning, sweet on the outside, but can be quite vicious and cunning on the end? This is somebody who's cunning. Is just no. So the actual circumstances. Watching you. Look, secrets to the grave. He believes he's got something on Lynn. So he believes he's got something on Lynn. John, you're spot on. Is it called love bombing or olive branch? Olive branch. But he thinks he's got something on you. So, hey, I've got something that means she's bound to. But what you really need to do is just go and enjoy yourself, right? So actually, perhaps ignoring it. And look, if he does, fine. He does. He thinks he's won. He thinks he's got it. But I tell you what, but you know better. Exactly, Sarah. Go and enjoy yourself. Increase your energies, right? You're going to need some good energies. So you really are going to have to do this. And then when you're see, we always say, yeah, you need full cups. You need to be really energized to be able to deal with shit like this. And it is shit like this, isn't it? Heartache, broken branch. That last card is connected with the broken branch. So um, the olive branch that comes from him is linked with heartache. So what they're saying there is there's an olive branch coming, but that olive branch is more like a broken branch. Yeah, I mean, how amazing is that? We have the olive branch, and then I lay another card on top of it, and it's the broken branch. Coincidence? That olive branch isn't to be trusted. He thinks he's so cool, calm, and collected, and he's got something on you. You're bound to say yes. You've got to say, I've moved in anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I would be using the time to enjoy yourself, and just making sure that you know the truth, right? But you can only do this with full energy. If you do decide to stay, then you still need to go off somewhere and be spending a day or two out somewhere, just relaxing and building up your energies. Preferably in either with animal spirits, or with nature spirits. And I just think that the nature energy or the animal energy would be really good for you. I'm getting animal energy for some strange reason, which is weird because I don't usually say that, and it's weird that Jenny comes up with the foxes. I just get the animal energy here seems to be quite something you can really do well with. You're a step ahead of him. And that's the thing. That's what this is about, Jenny, isn't it? It's about being a step ahead of him, knowing what he's going to do. I mean, perhaps knowing that he's going to do it, you put somebody in the house. But you know that he's going to try it. I just feel they would try it. I just for the hell of it, just to see your face when you came back. You thought you'd lock me out, didn't you? I've got a key. So yeah, very interesting one, that one. And the fact that I got the two male cards, the two flyers. So we always say flyers are the more important. Yeah. So we started at quarter to 6. So we've been just over 2 hours. We'll probably call it that, I think. Yes, he even bought a caravan to put on the driveway. Oh my God, this is a freak. Oh my God. Lock him out. Lock him out, Anna. I think it... she'll end up in the caravan. He'll end up in the house. Cameras, the ones that follow movement. Oh, I enjoy it, Chloe. I really do. It's when you get those moments like we had, with the Angela, and I love the fact. I loved your face when you showed me the tattoo yesterday. Was it day before? And it's like you just get that feeling of people. Weird. The law says I can't lock him out.